Psychology says people who hate crowded places are some of the most misunderstood people in the world. They're called antisocial. They're told they're difficult. They're labeled anxious, shy, or dramatic. But what if none of that is true? What if the real reason crowds drain you has nothing to do with fear, and everything to do with how your brain is built? Let me describe a feeling and see if it sounds familiar. You walk into a packed space, a busy store, a loud party, a crowded train platform. At first, you're fine, but within minutes, something shifts. Your head feels heavy, your chest tightens, every sound gets sharper, every movement feels too close. You're not panicking, you're not scared, you're exhausted. Your brain feels like a browser with too many tabs open, all playing at once. And suddenly, there's only one thought looping in your head. I need to get out of here, right now. If that's you, listen closely. Psychology and neuroscience suggest this isn't a personality flaw. It's not something you need to get over. For many people, this has nothing to do with social anxiety at all. It's not a software problem. It's a hardware difference. Your brain processes the world differently. Here's what's really happening. Most people's brains have a strong filter. It decides what information matters and what doesn't. Background chatter fades out. Random movements blur together. Strong smells and flickering lights barely register. But your brain doesn't filter as aggressively. It lets almost everything in. Every conversation overlaps. Every footstep registers. Every facial expression gets noticed. Every shift in energy gets tracked. While others are processing megabytes of data, you're processing terabytes. You're not antisocial. You're hyper-aware. And hyper-awareness comes at a cost. That mental fatigue you feel in crowds isn't weakness. It's the result of your brain working harder than everyone else's. But that still doesn't explain the physical discomfort, the urge to step back, the tension when people stand too close, the irritation when your space disappears. That comes from your body's built-in defense system. Your brain maps out a protective bubble around you, your personal space. For most people, it's flexible. Crowds shrink it without much trouble. For people with heightened sensitivity or empathy, that bubble is larger and more rigid. When someone crosses it, your brain doesn't interpret it as mildly uncomfortable. It interprets it as a threat. Your nervous system reacts instantly. Fight or flight signals fire. Muscles tense. Irritation spikes. You're not being dramatic. Your body is simply wired to guard your physical autonomy more strongly. And then there's the part that's hardest to explain, the emotional aftermath. You leave the crowd, but you don't feel relieved. You feel heavy, drained, quiet, sometimes emotional for no clear reason. That's because you weren't just surrounded by people. You absorbed them. Crowds carry emotional noise, stress, excitement, frustration, urgency. If your nervous system is finely tuned, your mirror neurons pick up on all of it. You don't just observe the emotional climate. You metabolize it. You walk away carrying the emotional weight of dozens of people, even if you never spoke to a single one. So let's reframe this completely. Your discomfort in crowds isn't a weakness. It's the trade-off for a high-resolution nervous system. In early human history, the person who noticed every sound, every movement, every shift in the environment wasn't the anxious one. They were the lookout, the protector, the one who sensed danger before anyone else did. Modern life overwhelms that system and then tells you something is wrong with you for reacting. But nothing is wrong with you. You don't need to toughen up. You don't need to force yourself to stay longer. You don't need to apologize for leaving early. You need to respect your bandwidth. When you step away, you're not failing. You're regulating. You're honoring how your system is designed to function. So the next time you feel that pull to leave a crowded space, don't fight it. You've processed enough data for one day. And if this message made you feel seen, if it finally put words to something you've felt your whole life, stay connected. Psychology says people who hate crowded places aren't broken. They're wired differently. Subscribe for more insights like this, and if you're part of the No Crowds Club, you're not alone.